I wish I could show you, what the basic ones can be used. Um, of course, again, it came from the Norse gods. They believe the Norse gods gave them to Osiris. So there you go. Bonaboon. You're so funny. Of course, that was said to have been discovered by Odin, of course, the Viking god, to allow people to use the elements of nature around them. I wish I could show you the symbols and what they mean because it's really quite interesting. Runes and earth witchery. Um, it was an alphabetic script used by Northern Europe from the 1st century well into the Middle Ages. They were used as a symbol for magic and divination. Runes are loaded with power. You can use them in spell working, usually etched on a candle. You can do. Inscribing candles with runes, of course, is a very common magical practice. You can draw them in different places on your, say, your car for safety and travel, on the doorpost or at the front of your door for protection, on flower pots to aid in growth, and just possibilities are endless in this. They're a complex system steeped in legend, myth, and mystery, and of course is intricately connected to the Norse of gods and goddesses. It's hard to study them without becoming deeply involved with the lore. If you want to study the runes, this is a lifetime of learning ahead of you for this. Okay. I wish I could show you because one symbol attracts wealth, initiates prosper, motivation, activity. And it kind of looks like an F, but with the, say, fingers of it pointing upwards. There's another one. It almost looks like an overstated H. This is strength, removes weakness and self-doubt, and draws earth and oak strength into your personal circle. The thorn brings breakthroughs and catalyzes change, beginnings, luck, dynamic, and protection. Asa, it's kind of like the opposite of the F. It promotes word power and eloquence, spiritual consciousness and wisdom. The Rad, it's kind of like an R. It's a rune of ritual and astral travel, which we're going to get into astral traveling next week. So that's going to be interesting. And your falling dreams and things like that. So that's what we're going to get into next week. This Rad establishes rightful order, obtains justice, and assists in finding the right way of your true purpose in life. It also brings progress and good counsel, sustains world order, makes you wonder, brings world order. Are our leaders using these? You never know. The Sen, or Ken, C-E-N, it's a rune of openings, awakens executive ability, unleashes skills, creative impulses, reveals secrets, finds hidden knowledge, works well in love magic, kindles the flame of knowledge. The Jifu, this is an energy, it looks like an X, okay? It's an energy of balance, promotes generosity and exchange, brings gift and benefits, a powerful enhancer of marriages, partnerships, bonding, and relationships. The Win, W-Y-N, it almost looks like a Roman P. This is the wish rune. It is one of the most powerful runes in the set, okay? It induces success and harmony with others, heals disagreements between people and groups, brings contact with like-minded people, establishes empathy, fellowship, and friendly interaction. It actually promotes peace and sensuality. The Hegel, it looks like an over-stylized N. This is the rune of protection. It turns away storms and evil spells, and facilitates the shamanic passage between the worlds. Banishing bad habits, aiding in decision-making. The Nid, which looks like a sideways X. This is the banishing rune. It liberates from constrictions. This helps turn frustration into stress to your advantage. This is used to bind in curses. It's considered a war fetter. When the situation is open, use this rune. It can be used for the success of any venture. So that's one. The Isa, it looks like just a straight line. This is a blocking rune, which hinders, slows, and stops events, okay? It freezes and obliterates unwanted activity, a bringer of stillness. It provides clarity and inward focus, strengthens solitude. It helps, find out who your enemies are. This is a binding rune. It can be used to cancel unwanted aggressiveness or someone who's harassing you. So this might be something you guys might want to look into just for the heck of it. The Jera is another one. This looks like two almost intersecting sideways triangles. Gentle revolutions and improvement. This is something you use when material things are expected, okay? If you have spent your time, money, or effort, you expect something, so this will help bring it to you. Establishes peaceful prosperity, productive results. Draw this in indelible ink or waterproof paint on any item for long-lasting prosperity. This is a great rune for gardeners, farmers, and landscapers also. Hi, Valerie. So these are some of what some of these runes mean, and you might be wanting to use something that you need in your life. Look up the symbols for the runes and put them on something in front of your house, your car for safe travel. Whatever you need it for, you can put it on anything like that, okay? The Io, which looks like a stylized Z sideways, this is for endurance, of hardening yourself and achieving true aims. It's kind of like a hunter rune. You stalk and obtain your prey, basically. It's a potent magical protector, a guard against self-destructive behavior, and it's excellent when dealing with somebody who has alcoholism or drug abuse. Put this on some of their personal items, and there should be a change. So this is also used to find lost objects, find a new job or home. It's supposed to give you strength. The next one is like a goofy C, okay? Piorth. This is a rune for understanding the hidden roots of past incarnations, unlocking ancestral memories. This is used in divination, self-hypnosis, and hypnosis therapy. It provides answers to the mysteries. It's shaped kind of like a cup but sideways, okay? In magic, when the cup's opening is to the right, which this is, it equates to birth. And if it's showing the opposite to the left, it is equated to death. There are so many other runes we could discuss. Just so many things you could do with this. Do you think any of you would? Do you believe in runes? Do you think there are spells of protection? And the spells, all of that we discussed here tonight. I don't know. I might. I don't know. You could make a rune necklace. Hi, Ike. Glad you're here. We're kind of go over some of the stuff from last night. What runes are, what they can be used for. There's just all kinds. Excuse me. So, just all kinds. You can put them on anything for protection, prosperity, whatever you need. So, might be an idea. I don't know. Have to wait and see. The witches' runes are different, of course, from these, the Futhark runes. The witches' runes are not an alphabet. They are instead a series of symbols that are used for divination. Glad you could make it, Ike. Glad you could make it. There are different versions of witches' runes. You can have 8 symbols, 13 symbols. We're going to talk about the 13 symbols. So, you have the sun on one, beginnings, having good health. The moon symbol, long-term changes, maybe transitions in your life. Flight, there's one symbols for flight. Look up witches' runes if you need to know these. This is flight, movement, communication, travel. 3 interconnecting rings, things that connect people together, combining different elements to create something new. This one kind of looks like a flower, 3 leaves, romance, love and relationships, deep emotional connections. The over-stylized Y is a symbol of a woman, female abilities and characteristics, creativity, nurturing, caring for someone. This one looks like an arrow, over-stylized arrow. This represents man. Being a father, protecting loved ones, being a provider. There's one that kind of looks like, yes. They were an alphabet. They were used as that to begin with. But they start using them for charms and spells such as protection, good harvest, things like that. So yes, they were part of. That's why they call it the Elder Futhorc. It was an alphabet. Witches' runes are different though, and these are all symbols. There's one for harvest, fruits of your labors, providing. Education. There's one that's arrows, north, east, south, and west. This is a crossroads. Which way should you go, basically? Not knowing what to do next. And this is your crossroads. There's a star. And this is a green light. If a star comes up, this is a green light to go at what you want. To go after it. Go after it. Your life purpose. And you look, if that comes up, look to the closest rune to it. And that will give you clues at what you need to do. There's one that looks like waves, curly cues. This means a deep connection to the spiritual world. It's like tarot cards. You have to know their meanings in order to use them. Assist, sudden changes and endings. Completing something. And of course, the all-knowing eye, which we have seen on many different things. This is the lifting of the veil, seeing the unseen. Basically, your third eye. So that's kind of where that comes in. Look at the runes facing the eye. That will give you different clues. Psychic abilities, witnessing. And you should use a rune cloth, maybe a white cloth, maybe silk. To cast them. You just throw them, but never ever turn over a rune that is face down. Okay? Of course, Wicca teaches the some of the runes. 12. Yeah. Yes, once something is started, it must be completed. Yes. Basically, witches' runes are it's 13 runes, and it's one for every moon of the year. That's why it's 13. They have been known for many years, dating back hundreds of years. Some can still be found in museums, actually. They've been used as divination. the third eye symbol represents a person who is